Imagine a wall of water, taller than a house, crashing onto the shore. This immense force of nature can sweep away everything in its path, leaving behind a trail of destruction and chaos. The sheer power and size of a tsunami wave are enough to reshape entire coastlines and alter the landscape permanently. This is the terrifying power of a tsunami. It's not just the initial impact that's dangerous, the aftermath can be equally devastating. Floodwaters can surge inland for miles, carrying debris and causing widespread damage to infrastructure and homes. Tsunamis are not just big waves, they are giant surges of ocean water. These surges can travel across entire ocean basins, affecting distant shores thousands of miles away from their origin. The energy carried by these waves is immense, capable of crossing oceans without losing much of its power. Unlike normal waves caused by wind, tsunamis have a far more powerful source. They are generated by sudden, large-scale disturbances in the ocean, which can release an enormous amount of energy. Deep beneath the ocean floor, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or even landslides can displace massive amounts of water. This displacement sets off a chain reaction, sending waves racing across the ocean at high speeds. This sudden displacement creates a ripple effect, like throwing a stone in a pond. However, unlike the small ripples in a pond, these waves can grow to be incredibly large and powerful as they travel. But instead of small ripples, tsunamis travel across entire oceans at incredible speeds. They can move as fast as a jet plane, making it difficult to predict and prepare for their arrival. As these waves approach the coast, they slow down but grow in height, becoming a towering force of nature. The energy that was once spread out over the deep ocean is now concentrated, leading to waves that can reach heights of over 100 feet, causing catastrophic damage to coastal areas. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, the Earth's tectonic plates are constantly shifting. These massive slabs of rock, which make up the Earth's crust, are in perpetual motion, driven by forces deep within the planet. Sometimes these plates collide with tremendous force, triggering an earthquake. The energy released during these collisions can be immense, causing the ground to shake violently. This sudden movement can cause the seabed to rise or fall dramatically. The vertical displacement of the ocean floor is what sets the stage for a tsunami. Imagine jumping into a swimming pool. The water splashes and creates waves that travel outward. This is a small-scale example of what happens on a much larger scale in the ocean. Similarly, when the seabed moves violently, it displaces a massive amount of water above it. This displacement generates energy that is transferred to the water, creating waves. This displaced water forms a series of waves that radiate outward from the earthquake's epicenter. These waves can travel across the ocean, growing in size and strength as they move. These waves travel at incredible speeds, sometimes over 500 miles per hour, crossing entire oceans in a matter of hours. As they approach the shore, their speed decreases, but their height increases, leading to the devastating impact of a tsunami. The power of tsunamis has been etched in human history through devastating events. These natural disasters have left indelible marks on the communities they have struck, altering landscapes and lives forever. One such event was the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, triggered by a massive earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. This earthquake, with a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3, was one of the deadliest in recorded history. The tsunami waves, some reaching over 100 feet in height, slammed into coastlines across the Indian Ocean, causing widespread destruction and claiming the lives of over 230,000 people. The sheer force of the waves obliterated entire communities, leaving behind a trail of devastation and sorrow. Another tragic example is the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami in Japan. This disaster was caused by a 9.0 magnitude earthquake, which was one of the most powerful ever recorded in the world. The earthquake generated a tsunami that devastated Japan's eastern coast. The waves reached heights of up to 133 feet and traveled up to 6 miles inland, causing massive destruction and loss of life. The disaster also triggered a nuclear crisis at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, adding to the catastrophe. These events serve as stark reminders of the immense power of tsunamis and the importance of preparedness. They highlight the need for early warning systems, effective evacuation plans, and community education to mitigate the impact of such natural disasters in the future. Following the devastating tsunamis of the past, scientists and governments around the world have worked tirelessly to develop sophisticated warning systems. These systems use a network of sensors located on the ocean floor and coastal buoys to detect seismic activity and changes in water pressure that could indicate a tsunami. When potential tsunami activity is detected, alerts are issued to coastal communities, providing valuable time for evacuation and preparation. These warning systems have proven invaluable in saving lives by giving people time to reach higher ground or seek shelter. Bracing for impact community preparedness. Knowing what to do before, during, and after a tsunami can mean the difference between life and death. Coastal communities vulnerable to tsunamis have developed comprehensive preparedness plans. These plans include identifying evacuation routes, establishing designated safe zones on higher ground, and conducting regular drills to practice evacuation procedures. Education also plays a vital role in tsunami preparedness. Schools and community centers organize workshops and awareness programs to teach residents about tsunami risks and safety measures. Picking up the pieces aftermath and recovery. Aftermath of a tsunami is a scene of utter devastation. Buildings reduced to rubble, debris scattered everywhere, and the landscape scarred by the receding waters. Recovering from a tsunami is a long and arduous process involving rebuilding infrastructure, providing medical aid to the injured, and addressing the emotional and psychological trauma faced by survivors. The international community often comes together to provide aid and support, offering financial assistance, medical supplies, and expertise in disaster relief. Knowledge is power. The importance of tsunami awareness. Understanding tsunamis is not just about knowing what they are, but also about recognizing the signs of their approach. Coastal residents should be aware of natural warnings such as a rapid rise or fall in sea level, a roaring sound coming from the ocean, or unusual animal behavior. Education and awareness are crucial in mitigating the risks posed by tsunamis. By understanding the science behind these events and heeding warning signs, communities can take proactive steps to protect themselves. Our shared responsibility, a call to action. Tsunamis are a global phenomenon affecting coastal communities around the world. Addressing this challenge requires a collective effort from individuals, communities, and nations. We must continue to invest in research and technology to improve tsunami warning systems and enhance our understanding of these complex events. By working together, raising awareness, and prioritizing preparedness, we can minimize the devastating impacts of tsunamis and build more resilient communities.